Welcome back, everyone. Today we're talking about the Botpress HubSpot integration. In this video, we'll go over the company action cards. They're very easy to use, and you can use these to manage your HubSpot CRM for your companies. If you want new clients to sign up from your chatbots or any other way, if you want to create AI agents, you can use these company cards. So let's get right into it. I'll scroll down here in the table of contents and we'll do a quick run through of the company actions that we have. So for the company actions, we have get a company, create a company, delete a company, update a company, and search for a company. The first one you have is get a company. So to get a company, simply provide the company ID into the Botpress card, and this will return to you all the information for that company. Very easy. Next up, we have create a company. For this, when creating a new company, include the relevant properties that you want to create that company. So in this case, we have the name of the company, industry, and the annual revenue. This is just a very short version of how to create a company. There is a lot more internal HubSpot IDs that you can use. However, just to keep it simple for these examples, we're only going to do 3. Another easy one is delete a company. All you have to pass in is that ID, and this will delete it from your CRM. The fourth one you have is updating a company. To perform a partial update of a company, pass in that ID, and this refers to the internal object ID for that company. Provide the values that you want to overwrite. Read-only and non-existent values will be ignored. So in this case, I will be changing the name and the domain of the company. So if it was something else before, it will now be Botpress, botpress.com. On the right-hand side here, you can see that you have to pass in the ID as well as that user.properties JSON that I'll show you later. The last one we have is search companies. I'll go in a little bit more detail for the filters in another video, or you can actually join our school community if you want to learn a bit more specific things about these JSON objects. However, we'll keep it simple here, and I'll just tell you that industry is equal to technology. And if that is in your HubSpot CRM, it will return to you every company that is in the technology industry. Switching over to Botpress, here we have our HubSpot companies flow. The first thing we'll do is create a company. So I'll zoom right in here into this card. And what I do is I'll create my company payload or my properties. We have our name and we have our domain. For this case, we'll use Enviro and then save that into user.properties. Then our create company object, we pass in that user.properties. We'll save that create company response as a JSON in our workflow.response so that we can see the object. And then we'll simply just put it out onto the chatbot so that we can see that we got a response back. I'll run the bot and we'll go into our companies flow, select the drop down and create company. Awesome. So it looked like it worked. If we go to our HubSpot now and we go into the companies section, we'll see that we have created Enviro today at 8:22 p.m. EST. So now we'll do a get company. All I did here is just an execute code card to get the company ID of the newly created company. This will be in the template that can be found on our school community. So if you want to have a look at that, click the link in the description below. So here we have the get company node. This execute code card just retrieves the company ID. And from there, I save it and I put it into the get company card right here. Then I parse that JSON again, saving the response and output it to the chatbot. So if we run it on the right side here, you go into the companies flow, get company. You see that it has returned company fetched successfully, and we got the company ID for the Enviro company that we have in our HubSpot CRM. Awesome. So now let's go into update company. And what we do here is we want to change this to Botpress and botpress.com. From Enviro to Botpress. All I do is just pass in that company ID, pass in the user properties that I define in the execute code card, parse that JSON, saving it into the workflow.response, and then I output the chatbot. So if I just continue with this flow right here and actually go to update company, and then we see that it worked. If we go over to our HubSpot, you can see that I went from Enviro to Botpress. Back to Botpress, let's do a search. So for our query payload, all we're doing is just getting a created date that is greater than or equal to this timestamp, which is, I think, sometime last year. All we want to do is return the create date and the name. So if we do a search on that query payload, clean up the bot on the right side here, go into companies flow, search companies. And if we go to our response object, we see one item in our results, open this up, and we see that we got back Botpress. So now what we're going to do is a delete company so that we can clear that from our HubSpot CRM. What I did is I adjusted the get company one to search for Botpress instead of Enviro so that we can get that company ID back and pass that into this contact card, or in this company card, sorry. So we'll run that on the right side here. Before I actually do that, I want to show you that the Botpress one is still in our HubSpot CRM. If we go to our companies flow, we'll do a get company and we'll receive that response and that company ID for Botpress. Then we'll do a delete. And because we're passing that in, it should delete the Botpress company card. As you can see, when we deleted the company and we got a success message back, if we go back here and do a refresh, that Botpress company is now gone. Thanks for watching the video, guys. If you want this Botpress template, click the link in the description below to our free school community where we have a lot more resources for everything AI and Botpress and integrations. If you want access to our HubSpot integration master document, just click the link in the description below to our school community, and all the links are there, and a lot more videos on Botpress integrations and HubSpot. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.